Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to make a really simple pair of earrings using some scrap chain reaction and some of my beads from my JJB Beads secret stash box. So let's turn down and we'll get started on that. Okay, what we have here is some 2-inch ball head pins. I usually use 3-inch, but I'm going to use 2-inch today because we're just going to put a short bead strand on this. A couple of ear wires and some scrap chain reaction. Now I've got quite a few scraps here. I'm only going to use the 2 of the smaller and the 2 larger. So we can take those off of our jump ring here. So there's the 2 small pieces. And now we need to get these 2 large pieces off as well. And then we can put this other few little pieces back up with my scrap stuff so that we don't get them lost. So then what we're going to do here is we're going to take one of the longer and one of the shorter, and we're going to jump ring that onto our ear wire. And then we're going to take our head pins. We're going to make a little bead strand, and we're going to hook that right here to the bottom of these. Now, because I have chosen to use 3 links for the longer one of these might be a little bit long, but hey, I like a long earring, so that's no problem by me. And since I had 2 more little pieces, if I wanted to, could make this a 3-strander and put another dangle in with these 2, maybe just taking off and just using the 1 triangular piece if I wanted them 3 different lengths. But we're gonna use just the 2, and now we need to get some beads out. So let's get our secret stash box over here, and we'll decide what we want to use from out of it. We have the Blackberry Baby. I'm not going to use this one. This is more chain, more chain. We have these cute little twisted beads, or we have beads from Aurora Borealis. Now these beads are relatively large, except for the little stars. So I'm not sure if we want to use these or not. But let's get them out. We'll get all these things out, and we'll decide what we want to do since we're got these going here. So because we don't want this one to be really long, obviously, because otherwise it's going to be really long, we probably don't want to use anything exceptionally large. If we use these, I'm thinking maybe I want to use that. But you know what we could do? Come here, open up. We could just where's the other one? I know there were 2 in here. Where did you go? Sink all the way to the bottom? Yes, you did. There you are. Way down there. This might be cute. Actually, I do like that. I think I'm just going to jump ring these two little flowers onto the longer one, and then the nice and the star with that. But do we want the star on top or on the bottom? I think I like it on the top, don't you? So this is what I think this is what we're going to do. So let's get the rest of the beads put away, get some jump rings out to hook these on, and then we won't need but two of our eye pin or head pins, because we're going to just put the little flower directly onto the link. Now, since I have a thing for spacers, I have pulled a few of my spacers out to put between the beads, the star and the purple one, and then at the base of the purple one to, well, add a little more flair, so to speak. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is to wrap up these bead strands. So we'll just... I like that at the bottom with the spacer and the ball. So they'll look like this. Let's string the other one. And those are done now. Now what we need to do is to spin these, but as we put them together, we are going to actually hook them onto the chain as soon as we start working on them. So we need to get out our chain nose pliers to bend our wire over. And that's our first step, is to bend. Then I use my stepped bell making pliers to make my loops. I think it makes them very consistent, and I much prefer a consistent loop. So you just wrap it around, drop it down, bring it around, make sure it's in a lollipop shape. As you can see, mine is a little teeny touch off, so I'm going to take it and push it up just a hair's breadth. It's also a little crooked, so we'll straighten it. But we're going to put her back in and pull her tighter so that she gets that shape I want. There we go. See how much better that was? So now we'll just link this onto one of our little chain pieces. Work it around, and there she's on there. And then you want to just hold it right where, above where those come together. Now I switch hands because I am right dominant, so I want to be working with this hand. Then I take my second pair of pliers and wrap this up right here. So as soon as that gets to the round, trim this excess off and tuck it in, being careful not to break your cute little star. Okay, baby. Where is your end here? There it is. Okay. Now we have this one on. And we'll do this one. Exact same way, of course. Use your small step making spot on your bail making pliers. Wrap it around. Drop it down. Bring it the rest of the way around till you get your lollipop shape. Voila. Snap her onto her chain. Now I did it the wrong way because it's opposite to the way I had it over here, so we'll need to take it back off. and switch it to the other side. To bring that up, snap it back on again, and there we go. Pull them together, take your other chain nose and wrap. Oop. Well, it says it was done. So now just trim this one and tuck it in. That one doesn't want to tuck the best, so we will play with it a little bit in a minute here, just see if I can get it tightened some. There we go, that's much better. Okay, so now we have, this is a little bit crooked again, see how that works? So just straighten that up. And then these two pieces are done and ready to attach. Now let's get out our little tiny jump rings. And I have some tiny jump rings. These are tiny ovals. And I think that as those are thin enough that I can use these at the very top too. We'll find out here in just a minute, won't we? So, of course, I've got 4 out because I need to attach my little flower to the other chain. Isn't this cute? And go on the chain. Now, the chain reactions holes are very small, so you have to be careful what jump rings you use. I always use oval jump rings, and these are tiny ones because I want the weight distribution, which on oval jump rings falls to the side as opposed to the bottom, and you don't have to worry about them falling out so much. Okay, now this is we're going to just attach both of these. And then our ear wire. Making sure that when we put the ear wire on, our little black flower is facing the front. Tighten that up. And this earring is finished. Isn't that cute? Sort of long, but that's all right. If you don't like long earrings, you could always take these 2 sections out from the top and just use the partial section. And that would certainly be a nice earring still. Put the second one together. This time, because I want my earrings to be opposites so that they fall the same in your ear, I put the beaded dangle on first. So that the black one will fall to the inside on both times. And I think we're backwards here, maybe. Let's see. Yep, it looks like I wasn't careful enough and we put it on backwards. So I'm going to just open this jump ring and move this this bead, flip it so that it stays to the front. Oops. Now, since I don't want to open my jump rings too many times, I better make sure that I've got this going the right direction. And yes, I do. So let's close this baby back up. And then we are done with our earrings. Aren't those cute? And such an excellent way to use scraps. I never ever throw away my scrap Jesse James beads chain because, as you can see, they make a gorgeous earring. So that's our earrings done. Aren't those pretty? So let's turn around and we'll look at how they would fit, and we'll say bye-bye. Okay, so there is our Jesse James beads scrap and chain reaction, and our little earring pieces. The little flower is from Blackberry Baby, and the others were from an Aurora Borealis mix from the mystery bead box. And those all came in my secret stash. So a box, well, except for the chain reaction. That was, like I said, my scraps. Scraps are a wonderful thing. So there's our earrings, and they would fit like this. As you can see, they come almost to your shoulders. So that is what they look like. And I hope you liked this. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.